An art student's Christmas break, a cottage foreclosure, and an aging artist's last request. Welcome everyone. This week we're going back to 2008 for a Christmas biography drama called Thomas Kinkade's Christmas Vacation, starring Jared Padalecki, Marcia Gay Harden, Peter O'Toole, and Aaron Ashmore. And this is directed by Michael Campus. Our story begins this week in 1977 with Thomas Kinkade, played by Jared Padalecki, a fine arts student at UC Berkeley. Thomas, frustrated with his work, leaves his girlfriend Hope Eastbrook to go home to Placerville, California for Christmas break. With his brother Pat, played by Aaron Ashmore, he drives home on a motorcycle with a sidecar that serves as the only operational family vehicle. After greeting their mother, Marianne, played by Marcia Gay Harden, the three soon arrive at the family home, a charming but ramshackle yellow cottage. After seeing Mr. Rosa, the town gossiper who is trying to fix their mother's truck, Thomas strolls next door to visit famous painter Glenn Westman, played by Peter O'Toole. Having a studio and a famous painter as a mentor next door has always been a blessing to Thomas. However, these days, an older Glenn is frustrated as his hands won't cooperate. Next, Thomas and Pat find out that their mother, who is behind in her payments, is facing foreclosure of the family home. If she doesn't come up with $3,151.39 by New Year's Day, this could well be the last family Christmas in Placerville. To her son's distress, Marianne insists that she doesn't want to burden them with her troubles. Nonetheless, the boys seek out Christmas break jobs. Pat gets a job helping Big Jim decorate his yard, trying to outdo his neighbors, the Gundersons, for the last 25 years. Thomas, entering the Hangtown Saloon, meets Ernie, who plans to boost tourism by declaring Placerville the Christmas tree capital of America with a television broadcast. Ernie offers Thomas a job of painting a mural of Placerville to coincide with the tree lighting ceremony for $500 if it's done by Christmas Eve. Agreeing, Tom does think the mural is beneath him, but soon becomes inspired to include many of the quirky townspeople who make up the fabric of the town. The inspiration comes from Glenn, who tells Thomas to take the mural seriously, stating, "Art can introduce men to their souls." So, does the help of Christmas break jobs give their mother enough money to stay in Placerville? Or does an ailing painter, after seeing the light, have one more masterpiece left in him to save Christmas? Released November 11, 2008, the film was originally intended for release theatrically in 2007, but due to final edits and music rights, its release was delayed until the following year. 73% of Google users like this movie, stating, "Christmas Cottage was superb. Love it, captures the heart of Christmas beautifully, nice feel-good movie, and the film works and matters. You should watch it with your family." Yes, you should. And I'm going to leave the links below, actually, for a couple of other holiday treats that you should watch with your family as well. I'll be all right. And our trivia question this week: was there someone involved in this film that hadn't done something for over 30 years? Was there someone involved in this film that hadn't done something for over 30 years? So was this film inspired by a true story? Well, that's coming up next. Yes, our film is inspired by the true story of painter Thomas Kinkade, making Thomas Kinkade the subject of this week's history. So, Thomas Kinkade was an American painter of popular, realistic, pastoral, and idyllic subjects. William Thomas Kinkade was born in 1958 in Sacramento, California, but grew up in the town of Placerville with a single mother. She was so poor that they often could not afford heating or lighting, resulting in Thomas coming home to a dark house. Kinkade would later describe himself as a painter of light because of this, a phrase he protracted by trademark. He graduated from El Dorado High School in Placerville in 1976 and attended the University of California, Berkeley, and Art Center College of Design in Pasadena. One person who mentored and taught Kinkade prior to college was a painter, etcher, lithographer, and arts educator, Glenn Wessels, a professor at the California College of the Arts. For the summer of June 1980, Kinkade traveled across the United States with college friend James Gurney, finishing in New York and securing a contract with Guptill Productions to produce a sketching handbook. In 1982, they produced a book, The Artist's Guide to Sketching, which was one of the publication's bestsellers that year. The success of the book resulted in both working for Ralph Bakshi Studios, where they created background art for the animated feature movie Fire and Ice in 1983. While working on the film, Kinkade began to explore the depiction of light and of image worlds. After that, Kinkade worked as a painter, selling his originals in galleries throughout California. Licensing with Hallmark and other corporations has made it possible for Kinkade's images to be used exclusively for other merchandise, including calendars, jigsaw puzzles, greeting cards, and CDs. Kinkade was reported to have earned $53 million for his artistic work during the period of 1997 to May 2005. Around 2000, there was a national network of several hundred Thomas Kinkade signature galleries. Kinkade was the artist chosen to depict the historic Biltmore Estate House, the commemorative portrait of the 50th running of the Daytona 500 in 2008, and in 2009 he painted a portrait of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the cover of that year's race program. And the film's official painting, well, it was created throughout 2007 alongside the film's production. Pretty neat. And the answer to our trivia question this week: was there someone involved in this film that hadn't done something for over 30 years? Yes, for the director and producer of Christmas Cottage, Michael Campus. This was the first film he had directed in more than 30 years. Michael Campus and his wife were eating at their favorite restaurant in Carmel when they were approached by Thomas Kinkade and his wife Nanette about a story that was worthy of filmmaking, and the rest is history. The Kinkade family became friends with Michael Campus, a director of such films as ZPG in 1972 and The Mac in 1973, starring Richard Pryor. I'd like to give a big thank you to my viewers and subscribers. Thanks for my new subscribers jumping on board and helping me out. And for all the viewers today, Merry Christmas, everyone, and we'll see you soon.